The German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock is making a surprise visit to Kyiv. Now, this is her fourth trip to Ukraine since the Russian invasion more than 18 months ago. Her journey by overnight train from Poland was kept quiet for security reasons. The trip is being seen as a show of German support in the midst of Kyiv's ongoing counteroffensive in the country's south. Okay, let's get more from DW correspondent Max Zander, who is in Kyiv. Max, what's the message that the German foreign minister is bringing to Kyiv with her today?
Right, good morning, Anya. So you said it already. This is the fourth visit of German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock to Ukraine since the beginning of the full-scale invasion. And she is a staunch supporter of Ukraine. And like the last times she had visited, such as after the liberation of Bucha or to Kharkiv during wintertime in January, the main message is that Germany stands by Ukraine's side and will continue to support Ukraine and help it defend itself. She touched on a few additional points when she came here this morning. One of them, just to point out a few, one of them would be EU accession. She reiterated that the EU accession, Ukraine becoming a member of the EU, is a necessary geopolitical consequence of Russia's invasion. And she also noted that EU accession talks could start soon. So I believe this is something Ukrainians will be very happy to hear, though that is still a very long road. And another very important point is the situation regarding energy security, energy infrastructure. It's summer now, it's still late summer, the weather is still very nice, but this is going to change very soon. Temperatures are going to drop. And if last year is anything to go by, there's a likelihood that Russians will step up their attacks on energy infrastructure in an attempt to deprive Ukrainians of energy, of light, water and heating. They have partially successfully did that last year, though they did not achieve their goal to bring the population to the ground, but Ukrainians did suffer, and the German foreign minister said that Germany would help with humanitarian assistance and help with providing energy to Ukraine.
Mm-hmm. And presumably also promising continued military support. Germany's been very vocal about that. Can you give us an update on Ukraine's ongoing counteroffensive? Is it making progress?
Right, so the counteroffensive has been going on for about 3 months now, and over the last couple of weeks and months we didn't really hear that much progress coming out of there. But we heard from the Deputy Defense Minister, Hanna Maliar, that there has been progress in some parts of the front line. Just to point one out, she mentioned that 2 square kilometers around the city of Bakhmut were liberated by Ukrainian forces, including 2 elevated settlements that would be crucial to taking back the city. So there's some development there. In addition to that, she mentioned that Ukrainian forces were able to continue towards, in the south, towards the Sea of Azov, 1.5 kilometers territory were able to be regained by the Ukrainian forces. And that is essential in destroying the land bridge, essentially, between Crimea and the Russian-occupied territories in eastern Ukraine. So there are some gains there. In total, we're looking at 49 square kilometers since the beginning of the counteroffensive, according to the Ministry of Defense. It doesn't sound like a lot, but keep in mind that the Russians had months and months to build fortifications, to lay vast minefields. So it does seem that over the last couple of days and weeks, perhaps the counteroffensive has shown some gains and perhaps is picking up some momentum there.
Max, thanks so much for that. That's DW's Max Zander reporting from Kyiv.